Are you guys ready? Are you ready? President Johnson, the commencement is assembled.
Thank you, Dr. Suma. The Spring 26 commencement exercises were convened by Dr. Christopher Suma, Associate Professor of Computer Science and President of our Faculty Senate. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kathy Johnson, and I have the great honor of serving as President of the University of New Orleans. I'm thrilled to be with all of you this morning to celebrate our graduates as well as their loved ones. Please rise and join us in singing the national anthem led by Miss Anna Hoffpower, Miss Sarah Lockhart, and Mr. Stephen Miley, all who graduate today with a Bachelor of Arts degree in music. That was beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the platform guests for today's ceremony. If the guests could please stand when I call your name. First, Ms. Colleen Medlow, President of the Staff Council. Mr. Josh Troches, Student Government President, who graduates today with a master's degree in public administration. Mr. Justin McKenzie, Vice President of Information Technology. Ms. Jeanette Weiland, Interim Chief Administrative Officer. Dr. Randall Langston, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Steve Johnson, Interim Dean of the Robert A. Savoy College of Engineering and the College of Sciences. Dr. Randy Kearns, Interim Dean of the Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration and the College of Liberal Arts and Education. Ms. Laura Amsbury-Auger, Interim Dean of Library and Information Services. Mr. Norman Barnum IV, Interim Chief Financial Officer. Thank you all, and please be seated. On the front row, Ms. Anna Hoffpower, Ms. Sarah Lockhart, and Mr. Stephen Miley are amazing singers. Dr. Christopher Suma, Associate Professor of Computer Science and President of our Faculty Senate. Dr. Norman Whitley, Associate Provost for Faculty Affairs. Dr. William Sharpton, Associate Provost for Academic Programs. Mr. Ivan Neville, your commencement speaker and esteemed honorary doctoral degree recipient. Mr. Brian Seeger, the Coca-Cola Endowed Chair of Jazz Studies and Alvin Red Tyler Endowed Professor. Mr. Michael D. Jackson, President of the UNO Alumni Association Board of Directors. And Dr. Scott Pencer, Assistant Provost for International Education and Interim Associate Vice President for the Graduate School. Thank you all. Please be seated. Candidates for degrees, faculty and staff of the University of New Orleans, parents and friends, it is my honor and my pleasure to welcome you to the Spring 2026 Commencement Ceremony. We are delighted that you are here with us this morning, sharing this highlight in the lives of our students, their families, their loved ones, and their friends. Today's program marks the end of long years of rigorous academic training. Yet we call this morning's event a commencement, as it is intended to mark the beginning of a transition to a new chapter in your lives. Now, I have been a proud New Orleanian for almost 3 years at this point, and I'm going to dwell for just a couple of minutes on something that I have learned from this city. New Orleans has a culture and a rhythm unlike anywhere else in the world. So my message this morning is simple. Keep your rhythm, even when life might go offbeat. You already have lived this lesson. You have studied through hurricanes, in the aftermath of a global pandemic, power outages, and many unexpected challenges. You kept moving when classes shifted online, when plans fell apart, and when your path maybe didn't look like anyone else's. You improvised, you adapted, and you kept going. That's the New Orleans way. This city has taught me that a song doesn't just stop when a note goes wrong. The band just keeps playing, and sometimes the mistake becomes the best part. Our faculty and students in our Jazz Studies program remind me that improvisation is not a backup plan, it is the plan. And I believe that life works the same way. You may not always know the next note or the next measure. Your rhythm will be interrupted. Jobs will change, plans will flip, people might disappoint you, opportunities will surprise you. When these things happen, remember what you've learned on our beautiful campus surrounded by water, music, history, and culture. You are allowed to improvise. Keep your rhythm when you start that first job and it feels like everyone knows the steps except for you. Keep your rhythm when something that you thought would last doesn't. Keep your rhythm when the world feels loud and chaotic and maybe a bit uncertain. Your rhythm is your values. Your rhythm is your curiosity, your integrity, and your imagination. Your rhythm is the way you get back up and keep going. And the best part is this. When you keep your rhythm, people around you find theirs too. That's how communities are formed. That's how change happens. And that's how leaders emerge, from the ones steady enough to stay in time while others are still finding their way. So, privateers, remember that your rhythm brought you here today. Let it carry you forward, and when life goes offbeat, which it will, don't freeze, don't panic, don't quit. Just take a breath, find the downbeat, and keep playing. Now, at this point in the ceremony, I would like to recognize those people in the lives of our graduates who helped to make this day possible. First, I ask that all the parents and guardians of the graduates please stand and remain standing. And now I would like to ask that also all of the grandparents, spouses, partners, siblings, children, and other relatives and friends, please stand up. Thank you all so much. You may be seated now. To everyone in our audience, today's event signifies the culmination of many years of your hard work, sacrifice, and self-denial so that these graduates could be provided with the best education possible. Kindly accept my humble congratulations as well. Now, I would like to ask my colleagues in the faculty as well as our staff who are present to please stand. You too have played an essential role in the lives of these graduates. You have inspired, challenged, and supported these talented students, and this day could not occur without you. Thank you for your tireless commitment to your students and to our university each and every day. Thank you all. Please be seated. So at this point in our history, we have more than 80,000 alumni around the globe. And I'm willing to bet there's a few in the arena here this morning. So would all faculty, staff, and guests in the audience who are alumni of the University of New Orleans, please stand. Thank you and welcome home. Please be seated. At this point, I would like to draw your attention to the cords or stoles that some of our graduates are wearing around their necks. Undergraduate students graduating with GPA honors, students with departmental honors, and students with university honors are wearing blue and silver cords. Would all of our students graduating with honors please stand? Thank you so much and congratulations. You may be seated. Now our student athletes are wearing royal blue and silver stoles. Would all of our student athletes who are graduating please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. University of New Orleans faculty and staff members who are graduating are wearing navy blue and lime green cords. Would our faculty and staff who are graduating please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. And our veterans are wearing red, white, and blue cords. Would all of our graduates who are military veterans please stand? Okay, stay standing. Would all of our faculty, staff, and audience members who are military veterans please stand as well? Thank you all. We are so grateful for all of your service. Please be seated. So it is now my profound pleasure to introduce our guest speaker to deliver the class of 2026 commencement address. Mr. Ivan Neville is a proud New Orleanian, born, raised, and bred in this city's rich culture and artistry of storytelling, a legacy that he continues to build. He is the son of Aaron Neville and has performed with the Neville brothers as well as on his father's solo projects. Mr. Neville is the founder of Dumpsta-Funk, a band formed in 2003 that has released multiple albums and toured extensively in the United States as well as internationally. Over the course of his career, he has recorded and performed with a range of artists, including the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, and Bonnie Raitt. His work has been recognized with a 2023 Grammy Award for Best American Roots Song for Stomping Ground, recorded with his father and the Dirty Dozen Brass Band. He has also received multiple offbeat Best of the Best awards. Please help me welcome him, vocalist, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist, Mr. Ivan Neville.
Good morning. Class of 2026. Whew. Thank you, President Johnson, all the trustees and faculty, the staff and students, my family, and distinguished guests. Whew. This is pretty cool. As my dad would say, this is way cool. And I've had some cool experiences in my life, and this might be the coolest. And you know, I actually went to UNO for a hot minute. I did. And I wasn't exactly the most studious, and the fact is I got here by accident. During my senior year in high school, a good friend of mine by the name of Prentice McCullum, we called him Muncie, he had graduated a year ahead of me, and I noticed he was always carrying books. And he said, yeah, man, I'm going to UNO. And I thought, that's cool, maybe I'll check that out when I graduate. So I did, and I did kind of all right for a minute. And I took general studies and a music appreciation class, which I loved. But then I started spending most of my time in the UC and at a piano in the music building. And eventually I stopped going to class. And you know how that goes? I eventually dropped out. I had like a 0.00 when it was all said and done. But I've still always considered myself a distinguished alumni of UNO. I did, yeah. As for my friend, turns out those books were a prop. He was really majoring in picking up girls, which he was pretty good at. So this honor kind of brings it all full circle for me, because two of my great aunts were educators. They were kindergarten teachers, Mimi and KK. And they threw books at me all the time, and I devoured them. They taught me to read. I think I was reading by the time I was 4. I was pretty fluent in reading. But you know, when people say you're good at something, eventually I started coasting. It's called half-stepping. And that's what I did with my studies going forward. I slacked off. And truthfully, I kind of did that with my music, too. I could have practiced much harder. But I believed the hype, and because I was told I had natural abilities and I was talented, I slacked off. But you guys, the graduates, you did the hard work. And for those endless hours and making that commitment to your future, give yourselves a hand. You deserve it. This is much more nerve-wracking than playing a song, I tell you. Now, I do know a little something about commitment. For instance, when I'm in the kitchen, it's like a second bandstand to me, especially when I'm making gumbo. And making gumbo is pretty involved, and you really have to love the process. I start with the celery, onions, bell peppers, garlic. I flash fry 6 chicken thighs, 3 chicken breasts, 2 kinds of sausage, andouille and hot sausage, Patton's particularly. Then I mix my lump crab meat, and during the course of that, I'm pouring water and stuff, maybe 3 or 4 bay leaves, and mix my lump crab meat, 2 pounds of shrimp, and I got a few favorite pots and skillets. They look worn out and raggedy, but you want that history. And now it's time, I make the roux last. Some people start with the roux. I make my roux last. And I mix some vegetable oil with bacon fat and flour together, stir it with a wooden spoon, very slowly. You definitely don't want to hurry the roux. It usually takes about 25 to 30 minutes to make a good roux. You see how the color turns from a light blonde into a beige and then a chocolatey brown. It's demanding, it's tiring, but like anything else, patience has its rewards. So I pour the roux into the pot, let everything simmer, check my emails, maybe do a load of laundry. Maybe. Then it's time to taste that first spoonful. Boy, does that taste good. And it's got a little bit of a kick, too. I guess the hot sausage did its job. Like my Uncle Art used to say, it tastes like them old people. Or my Uncle John would say, it tastes like his mother's, my grandmother. That was the highest compliment to me. So we kind of got that in common, our passion and dedication to things we love. And as President Johnson said, some of you might know that I come from a pretty remarkable family of culture bearers. My grandmother's brother was George Landry, also known as Big Chief Jolly of the Wild Chapatulas, Mardi Gras Indians, Black Mascan Indian tribe. He was one of the most influential Mardi Gras Indians, most revered. And my dad is the world-renowned singer Aaron Neville. My uncle Art Neville was a founding member of the Meters, and they were probably one of the most influential bands to ever come out of New Orleans. And Uncle Art is also the voice you hear around Mardi Gras time singing Mardi Gras Mambo. That's my Uncle Art. I think he was maybe 15 or 16 when that happened. Along with my dad and my Uncle Art, my uncles Charles and Cyril, they were known as the Neville Brothers. And they toured the world for many years with Carlos Santana, Rolling Stones, Tina Turner, Grateful Dead, just to name a few. And the way the Nevilles blended rock and roll and soul music and rhythm and blues and doo-wop and country and jazz was fiery and ferocious. And the way they flavored their gumbo with spices from Africa and the Caribbean was utterly unique. Every Neville Brothers show was like a Mardi Gras celebration. Their mojo was so magical, so mysterious, it was almost supernatural. So I was lucky and fortunate enough to join up with my dad and my uncles in 1979, just a year after my short tenure at UNO. And that was the beginning of my great adventure and my education in music and in life. As I look and see my wife Ashley, my son Isaiah, my auntie Ethelgra, my mother-in-law Evelyn, Papa Bob, my friends Reg and Cookie, Leo over there, and I realized how blessed I truly am. But so many of my other relatives, like my mom, my grandparents, some of my uncles, and some of my close friends, they're in heaven, you know? But they're with us here today in spirit. So today, everyone here is an honorary member of the Neville family, all right? The best thing about being a musician is that I get to see how music moves people, how music heals people, how music transcends race, class, and politics, how music brings people together, no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like, no matter who you love, no matter what you believe in, no matter how much money you have or don't have. And my journey in music has taught me and still teaches me in real time about courage, resilience, self-respect, and integrity. And it helps me figure out a way to balance ego and humility. Now, I've taken some left turns, some wrong turns here and there over the years, but God's grace has seen me through some very dark days. And I'm here. I'm here only because I was willing to become teachable. And remaining teachable is probably the most valuable suggestion I can offer you today. There are so many benefits to being teachable. For me, it means being open to new experiences. I can ask for direction when I'm lost or confused. I can accept feedback that I'd rather not hear. I can recognize my limitations and shortcomings. And you know, we all have them. The funny thing about staying teachable is I'm always learning how much I don't know. And that gives me the opportunity to learn new things. So don't be afraid to tell yourself the truth. Stand up for what you know is right, no matter how painful or scary the truth might be. That's my message to the graduates. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your elders. They will always be the voice of experience. I have a song I wrote some years ago, And the song is called Pass It All Around. And here's some lyrics I thought would be appropriate to share with you. I'm gonna try to remember. See, there's some that are not on this page that I wanna put in here. I'm gonna try to remember them. A new day, another start. Listen closely, trust your heart. Mistakes are made to wake you up. Might slip and fall and get back up. Keep learning and love along the way. Keep giving when you get another day. Keep trying when you're feeling down. Keep loving and pass it all around. President Johnson, Professor Seeger, my man. Brian, thank you all so much. I'm incredibly grateful for this honor. I will cherish it for all my days. And I accept it on behalf of the entire Neville family. And to the graduates, stay teachable. Stay teachable. And I hope everyone lives a rich and rewarding life. I hope it's positive and productive and fulfilling. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Mr. Neville, you can actually come up along with Professor Seeger. We thank you so much for spending time with us and for your address this morning. I think it was one of the most perfect commencement addresses I've ever heard. But we do have another part of the ceremony that involves you. Honorary degrees are academic degrees that honor highly distinguished contributions to a specific field. I am very pleased to award a Doctorate of Humane Letters, honoris causa, to Mr. Neville. His exceptional performance on the field, his commitment to his community, as well as his diverse business pursuits and his willingness to share his hard-earned lessons with the next generation of entrepreneurs warrant the granting of a Doctor of Humane Letters. So with the approval of the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors and the authority vested in me, it is my privilege to award you an honorary doctorate of humane letters. Professor and nominator Brian Seeger, assisted by Dr. Randy Kearns, will hood Dr. Neville. Congratulations again to Dr. Neville. So we have now come to the section in the program for which you have all been waiting, the conferring of degrees. I ask Drs. Whitley and Sharpton, Associate Provosts, to present the candidates for degrees.
Thank you, President Johnson. We will begin with the doctoral candidates. The doctoral candidates will be presented by Dr. Scott Pincer, Interim Associate Vice President for the Graduate School.
Good morning. Doctoral work is characterized by close mentoring of each student by a faculty member. It's a relationship that provides a foundation for innovative, original research and scholarly work. These candidates are not just our students, but they are our colleagues and our research partners. For these reasons, our process for awarding doctoral degrees includes a ritual in which the mentor places a ceremonial hood onto the student, thus initiating the recipient into the rarefied community of experts. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, please rise.
President Johnson, these candidates have completed all of the requirements and demonstrated the originality and excellence appropriate to the highest degree the university bestows. I am pleased to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendations of the graduate faculty, the provost and senior vice president for academic affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all the privileges and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, and please come forward to the platform as your name is read to receive your diploma and your doctoral hood.
Wait. Yep. Doctor of Philosophy, College of Liberal Arts and Education. Rachel Rachlinsky, College of Liberal Arts, Education and Human Development. Counselor Education, From Innovation to Interaction, Processes Shaping Animal-Assisted Therapy, Implementation in Outpatient Settings in the United States. Major Professor Christopher Belser. Kelly McFarland, College of Liberal Arts. Counselor Education, Faithful Foundations, Understanding the Influence of Religion on Commitment in Black Couples. Major Professor Michelle Elaine Wade. Bryce Davis, Educational Administration, The Spatial Politics of American Education, Charter Schools, Segregation, and the Geography of Opportunity. Major Professor Brian Beabout. Kara Bishelli, Educational Administration, Disrupting the Norm, Exploring a New Grading Policy Through the Lens of Institutional Theory in Higher Education. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. Tiffany Corsall, Educational Administration, Exploring the Impact of University-Recognized Spaces on Racial Battle Fatigue Among Black Faculty and Staff and at Historically White Institutions. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. Annie Ogburn, Educational Administration, Careers that Feel Like Plinko and a Labor of Love, a Feminology of Full-Time Contingent Faculty's Development as Instructors at a University in Transition. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. Amanda Robbins, Educational Administration, Understanding the Lived Experiences of Title IX Coordinators at Higher Education Institutions in Louisiana. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. Monique Noland Legendre, Justice Studies, What We Want the Decision Makers to Know About First-Generation College Student Success, Insights from Students' Perspectives. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. Anika Ofori, Urban Studies, a postmodern study of the Negro problem using unobtrusive methods. Major Professor Bethany Stitch. MD Wasi Ul Kabir, Engineering and Applied Science, Prediction of Intrinsically Disordered Proteins and Their Dynamic Conformation. Major Professor MD Tamijul Hoke. College of Sciences. Dr. Robert A. Savoy College of Engineering. Mahfouzul Nishan, Engineering and Applied Science, Database State Reconstruction and Audit Log Reconciliation for Datum Systems Security. Major Professor James Wagner. Marwan Al-Hamadi, Financial Economics, Central Bank Uncertainty, Investor Sentiment, and Crash Risk in Digital Assets. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan. Sultan Al-Angari, Financial Economics, Return Spillovers and Market Integration in Islamic Finance, Empirical Evidence from Sukuk and Sectoral Indices. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan. Abdul Aziz Al-Madhin, Financial Economics, Financial Flexibility and Leverage Cycles, How Agile Firms Adjust Capital Structure and Reallocate Strategic Resources. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan. Abdul Rahman Al-Rashid, Financial Economics, Balance Sheet Risk and Downside Sensitivity, How Financial Leverage and Corporate Liquidity Jointly Shape Stock Returns Across Market Downturns and Crises. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan. Hanadi Al-Bogami, Financial Economics, Financial Integration, ESG and Credit Risk in Islamic and Conventional Systems, Evidence from Global Markets and MENA Banking. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan. Rabia Zeba, Financial Economics, FinTech and the Future of Sustainable Banking, a cross-country analysis of financial stability, green investment, and governance effectiveness. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan and Mossab Hamoudeh. Abdullah Al-Mukran, Financial Economics, Sentiment Shocks, Ambiguity, and Informed Trading, Informational and Behavioral Drivers of Idiosyncratic Volatility and Future Crash Risk. Major Professor Atsuyuki Naka and Luca Pezzo. Kofi Emil Kanan, Financial Economics, Ethical Finance in Times of Crises, How Assistance Programs and ESG Practices Shape Corporate Resilience and Financial Integrity. Major Professor Atsuyuki Naka and M. Kabir Hassan. Benjamin Fudali, Financial Economics, The Effects of Noise Trading in Common Stocks and Exchange-Traded Funds. Major Professor Neil Maroney. Ayub Galeem, Financial Economics, Balancing Cost Control and Innovation Evidence from the U.S. Pharmaceutical Industry. Major Professor Mossab Hamoudeh. Uriel Nyamke, Financial Economics, Financing Under Fragility, Corporate Financial Strategies, and Access to Capital in Infrastructure-Constrained Economies. Major Professor Gregory Price. Mridu Pradhan, Financial Economics, Disclosure Pressure, Innovation, Direction, and Competitive Reallocation. Evidence from ESG Climate Disclosure. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan and Luca Pezzo.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Fine Arts, Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Music, Master of Public Administration, Master of Urban and Regional Planning, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Engineering Management, and Master of Science in Engineering. Please stand. President Johnson, each of these candidates have fulfilled the requirements for the graduate degrees indicated in the program. It gives me great pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendations of the graduate faculty, the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the recommended master's degree with all the privileges and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. So as directed by the Marshal, please come to the platform to receive your diploma.
Joshua Troches. Marisol Calamba Sosque. Faith Carr. Isabel Fortier. Caroline East. Shelby Lanou. Ian O'Banion. Rayon Ramsey. Anissa Raposa. Hannah Stratton. Dante Tameta. Toby Terrio. Watley Valdez. Michelle Mipro. Andrew Amaya Shaw. Renee Anderson. Erica Berthelot. Jameson Berg. Jacqueline Cole. Evan Dowie. Jasmine Francis. Christopher Hicks. Raven Mergist. Faith Sutherland. Jonquill Williams Duckworth. Glenisha Howard. Opiemi Priscilla Akinyemi. Rajan Uwasti. Amaya Baptiste. Mackenzie Bell. Jacob Benjamin. Gus Berg. Carly Briand. Grace Curley. Joshua Joseph. Julie Landry. Hayden Legg. Maggie McCowan. Tyler Robbins. Stephanie Russell. Brian Sandusky. Alex Williams. Congratulations. Imani White. Chris Callahan. Zoe DePriester. Patrick McCardle. Danny Brimmer. Marley Matthew. Rusan Daniels. Chastity Hunter. Victoria Jennings. Frank Newton Jr. Sarah Somerville. Jacqueline Strameyer. Clyde Verdon Jr. Heather Silv. Austin Roebuck. Dylan White. Jelani Fry. Nick Kleppinger. Keneva Headley. Kiari Lafayette. Alexis Sager. Andrea Bojorquez. Patrick Carter. Aaliyah Ellis. Omar Essa. Johnny Lopez. Ryan McCaffrey. Dejanay Thomas. Brandon Marshall. Melanie Ross. Kelvin Ukoha. DeQuante Bell. Brandon Gatlin. Lillian Laporte. Niraj Karki. Benit Gautam. Christian McHugh. Graibia. Amin Graibia. Endurance Ogira Key. Ahmad Salem. Doug Schaff. Lance Smith. Tromont Washington Jr. Jack Battaglia. Anaya Bradley. Gabby Cartagena. Raven Lyons. Bruce McLean. Olivia Monerjan. Salah Ndergi. Jeremy Ordon. Adriana Ortiz de Zarate. Adam L. Pointer. Adriana Rugama. Sophia Tassing. Bradley Wagasbeck. Destiny Weidman. Hadaya Alfire. Angelica Bell. Oh my God. Dwindlin Brown. Janisha Kohler. Catherine Davis. Aisha Egbenade. Alexandria Fitzgerald. Kiana Hall. Lee Hargis. Jalen Holmes. Svetlana Kashina. Nee Lee. Jared Lombard. Rael Mazik. Tabitha Moriley. Whitney Myers. Monique Ricci. Brady Richaud. Stephanie Self. Shedrick Sublette. Carlos Varela. Laney Varnado. I got very distracted because All right, so say the college when I get it, and then say the degree. Gotcha. Sorry about that.
We now come to the presentation of the undergraduate degrees. The deans will present the candidates for degrees from their respective colleges. We shall begin with the College of Liberal Arts and Education. Dr. Randy Kearns, interim dean of the college, will present the candidates.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Liberal Arts and Education please stand? And will the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor of Science in the College of Liberal Arts and Education please stand? These candidates, Dr. Sharpton, have fulfilled all requirements for their respective degrees, and it is with pleasure that I present them to you.
Thank you.
Please be seated. Dr. Steve Johnson, Interim Dean of the College of Sciences, will present the candidates from that college.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Sciences please stand? Dr. Whitley, these candidates have met all the requirements for their respective degrees, and it is with pleasure that I present them to you.
Please be seated. Dr. Steve Johnson, also Interim Dean of the Robert A. Savoy College of Engineering, will present the candidates from that college.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Dr. Robert A. Savoy College of Engineering please stand? I am pleased to present these candidates, Dr. Whitley. They have fulfilled every requirement for their degrees.
Dr. Randy Kearns, Interim Dean of the Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration, will present the candidates from that college.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration please stand? Dr. Sharpton, these candidates have met all of the requirements for their respective degrees. I am happy to present them to you.
Please be seated. Dr. Kearns will also present the candidates in the Interdisciplinary Studies program.
Will the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies please stand? These candidates have met all of the requirements for their degrees, and it is with pleasure that I present them to you.
Would all undergraduate candidates from all academic colleges please stand? President Johnson, all of these degree candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for the undergraduate degrees printed above their names in the commencement program. It gives me great pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendations of the academic deans and directors of the respective units, the provost and vice president for academic affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors, I confer unto each of you the appropriate undergraduate degree with all of the privileges and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, everyone.
Bachelor of Arts, College of Liberal Arts and Education. Ann Hoffpower, summa cum laude. Sarah Lockhart, summa cum laude. Stephen Miley. Francisco Alvarenga. Ian Bailey. Brianna Berry. Joshua Belan, cum laude. Daniela Bermudez. Jody Billiot, magna cum laude. Emily Bishop. Lexi Body, cum laude.
Just one moment. Everyone can sit down until the marshals tell, yeah, I just didn't want you to be standing up and getting warm.
Sarah Branch. Mackenzie Bransford. Emma Broussard, summa cum laude. Jeremiah Brown. Seymour Brown, summa cum laude. Miles Butler. Mason Cagnolati, cum laude. Rory Castillo. Aaron Calhoun. LaQuise Callwood. Rainey Cantrell, summa cum laude. Timothy Carter. Seth Sharpenshay, magna cum laude. Shama Clarone. Alexandra Conway, magna cum laude. Danny Cooper. Elizabeth Dagrapont, magna cum laude. Kelby Daniels, magna cum laude. Stella Dobrev, summa cum laude. Michael DeBoos. Mia Dureng. Domain, cum laude. Kaylin Dewey. Kaylin Duong. Timothy Dias. Christopher Eddy, magna cum laude. Carmen Elliott. Lynn Ellis. Megan Godfrey, summa cum laude. Brandon Godoy, magna cum laude. Mallory Griffin, magna cum laude. Tommy Griffith. Nidal Hamoudeh. Angel Harp. Avery Heinen, summa cum laude. Penelope Helmer. Camille Isom. Emma Jackson. Kendrick James. Reese Johansson, summa cum laude, University Honors with Thesis. Devin Johnson. Galatia Jones. Mackenzie Joseph, magna cum laude. Joshua Jobert, magna cum laude. Delilah Jude. Jacob Kelly, magna cum laude. Olivia Kelly. Adam Kellick. David Kilpatrick. M. Shea Klein. Christian Klim. Zaphias Bodie Guerin. Justin Lane. Camille Laverne, magna cum laude. Kayla Legros, cum laude. Caleb Lewis, cum laude. Layla Alonzo, cum laude. Rosie Loke. Blake Manasco, cum laude. Brittany Marshall, cum laude. Pedro Martinez. Natalie Marks, summa cum laude, University Honors with Thesis. Emily Mathern, cum laude. Phoenix McIntosh, cum laude. Bryson Mesa. Zoe Monroe. Catherine Meringue. Kira Morissette. Lindsay Neal, summa cum laude. Jaden Norris, magna cum laude. Zarai Ortiz, cum laude. Andre Pelabon, magna cum laude. Rothany Poe, summa cum laude. Jared Perez. Charlie Pettis, magna cum laude. Eleanor Powell. David Prados, cum laude. Maribel Renesis, magna cum laude. Tori Register, summa cum laude. Alexis Ricks, cum laude. Thania Rivas. Destiny Robinson, cum laude. Haley Rodriguez. Isabel Rogers, cum laude. Alec Romero, cum laude. Courtney Roundtree. Jessica Marissa Sanders. Christian Schneller, cum laude. Brandon Cifuentes, magna cum laude. Gabriela Sudaman, magna cum laude. Syria Sylvester. Sarah Sidal, summa cum laude. Nola Zalaji, magna cum laude. Amira Trawick. Jordan Turner. Isabella Valalungo. Amani Veals, cum laude. Lentrell White. Nathan Williams. Morgana Young. Bachelor of Science. Staria Aguilar, cum laude. Mia Bloom, cum laude. Michelle Bustamante. Isaiah Cotterell. Leilani Davis. Evelyn Deal. Anaya Edwards. Callista Evans. Sean Flake, cum laude. Destiny Graff. Devin Jones. Jacoby Lunkin. Chloe McCoy, magna cum laude. Blake Cohen, cum laude. Claire Mellerine. Peter Wynn. Haley Richard Courtney, cum laude. Kari Ruffin, magna cum laude. Connor Scalon, summa cum laude. Trace Williams. Alexis Trudell. Madison Belair, cum laude. Andrew Price. Alexandria Bradley. Dylan Hayes. Alex Aber. Ferris Abdulhamid. Cater. Amira Abdel Kader. Hani Abdelmajid. College of Sciences. Ihab Abu Saab, summa cum laude. Jemre Akenchi. No, that should be College of Sciences, yeah. Raif Al-Assar. Hussein Ali. Lonnie Allerman, cum laude. Maya Alfonso. Yavar? Yeah. Yavar Anis, cum laude. Mason Appleton, magna cum laude. Elena Acevedo. Carolyn Avery, cum laude. Taisha Banks. Caitlin Bellazeris. Riley Blackwell, summa cum laude. Oscar Cabezas. Benjamin Bourgeois. Jayla Brown. Brendan Burris. Hazel Teresa Bird. Kayla Campo. Sebastian Chauvin. Denari Cuellar Alvarez. Carly Cummings. Stephen Dam, summa cum laude. Nicole DeCamps Ferrero, magna cum laude. Sadie Diaz. Matthew Deal. Andy Doe. Isabel Dugas. Renata Dykstra, magna cum laude. Molly S.J. Mubarak Ismail. Rogelio Estrada, summa cum laude. Charisma Falk. Mason Fredericks, magna cum laude. Gabriella Gardner, magna cum laude. Wessam Ghanem. Sydney Givens. Jonathan Glover. Xavier Green. Fist bump. Spundan Gusain, cum laude. Andrew Gillette. Josh Gutierrez. Hader Habeb. Katie Hale. Kimberly Hawkins. Lucy Henderson, cum laude. Hillary Elizabeth Barrera, magna cum laude. Sohaib Hushea, summa cum laude. Wait. Patrick Hewitt. Haley Hemel. Basmala Jabbar. Janan Jaber. Jasmine Jackson. Kennedy Jefferson. Najia Kala, magna cum laude. Danya Mohammed Kalbone. Haruk Katarjan, cum laude. Sydney Kern. Habiba Khan. Jordan King. Courtney Lolly, summa cum laude. Belle Landry. Tusian Lang. Madeline Langlois, magna cum laude. Chloe Loudon. Lakin Lorette. Jaquel Lawson. Lacey Levin, summa cum laude. Sharon Luke Cabrera. Kong Mai, magna cum laude. Sanaya McNeil, magna cum laude. Bradley Medina, summa cum laude. Ferris Mohammed. Brennan Malero. Mia Montanino. Hannah Morel, magna cum laude. Clinton Morrison. Layla Mullen, summa cum laude. Yui Wen, cum laude. John Wen. Tai Wen, magna cum laude. DeWitt Ni Wen. Michael Perez. Stephen Pham. Lynn Fan. Johnson Fan, summa cum laude. Riker Phillips, summa cum laude. Shay Ann Phillips. Sarah Powers. Swad Kaded, cum laude. Avon Rafidi, summa cum laude. Amanda Racinos. Raquel Roach, magna cum laude. Maya Robbins, magna cum laude. Roland Robinson. Victoria Rodriguez. Mia Rogers. Angel Ross. Just wait. Noemis Santos. Noor Aldin Shanabale. David Shaw. Jonathan Siegel Desarn. Simant Singh, summa cum laude. Maylene Smith, summa cum laude. Madison Smith, cum laude. Darrell Sonyat. Blake Tapey, magna cum laude. Sarah Toro. Dylan Tran, cum laude. Lei Tran, summa cum laude. Nahum Varela Jr., cum laude. Castor Tickery. Steliani Vatakis, cum laude. Kelsey Vath. Angel Vasquez Maldonado. Batul Wahid, magna cum laude. Brielle Washington. Jayla Washington. Noor Webby, magna cum laude. Bryston White. Corey Wilson, magna cum laude. Armani White, right. Ethan Ziolik. Give me the other cards first. Dr. Robert A. Savoy, College of Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Andres Alvarado. Mahmoud Ayad. John Boudreau. Wyatt Clement, magna cum laude. Daniel Cordova. Mark Gergs. Abdelaziz Jwayed, summa cum laude. Omar Mustafa Kader. Andrew Nettleton. John Richards. Jonathan Razel.
Lisbeth Sanchez. Robert Schexnayder. Jacob Shore, magna cum laude. Spencer Spangler. Ethan Varisco. Conrad Wire. Bachelor of Science in Construction. Jacob Clements. Connor Durman. Donald Fields III. Colin Loop. Connor McCoy. Marco Medina. Dia Monum. Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Jason Acosta. Jabril Aladwan. Evan Barth.
Cuevas.
Alfonso Cuevas. Robert Fradella. Catherine Guidry. Giancarlos Gutierrez. Hadi Hamad, magna cum laude. Sylvia Wynn, summa cum laude. Abdelatif Salem. Louis Schneider. Michael Solomon. Trey Toll. Feng Tran. Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Amir Abdallah. Hiba Abdel Aziz. Asar Abdel Fattah. Ali Al-Jamain. Caden Anderson. Amna Aslam. Khalid Ayad. Rakim Bell.
You give it to me.
Benjamin Bible. Andrew Bradford. Jake Compton. Trent Cure, magna cum laude. Noah Davis. Alfonso Jesse. Taj Kimball. Jeffrey Kirkland. Roberto Medina. Mohammed.
Thank you.
Hassan Imure. Marcelo Munguia. Duncan Olson, cum laude. Marari Perez. Wayne Risch. Leah Trahan, magna cum laude. Jennifer Brennan. Bachelor of Science in Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering. Artemios Daiglu. Weston Diamond. Johan Quippers. Samuel Martin. Nicole Moore. Jace Phelan, cum laude. Ferris Sabatier. Michael Schmidt. Elise Simon, magna cum laude, University Honors with Thesis. Kylie Sink, summa cum laude, University Honors with Thesis. Mariabella Tirado, summa cum laude. Isaac Vargas. Joshua Witcher. Henry Birdstein, College of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science. Barack Al-Jamain, summa cum laude. Jasmine Andino. Axel Andrade. Munirath Arada. Sahifa Azhar, cum laude. Lorene Babin. Bo Baki, cum laude. Remy Barbera. Angelo Barrera. Karen Lynn Bell. Aubrey Berthelot, magna cum laude. Shamia Bebe, Bibi, cum laude. Robert Boasberg. Haley Bokel, cum laude. Riley Boudreau. Cedric Brown. Patrick Cow, magna cum laude. Grace Caprito. Chad Carter Jr. Tristan Clement. Haley Kobos, summa cum laude. Quentin Collins. Emmanuel Colon Lugo, magna cum laude. Roger Cruz Jr. Amy Darda, magna cum laude. Nandini Das, cum laude. Cheyenne Donwa, cum laude. Antonio Delgado, magna cum laude. Nomar Dijol. Tuck Din, cum laude. Brooke Dow. Cristal Ducra. Emilio Espinoza, cum laude. Apollonia Rose Espiritu. Maximilian Festmantel, cum laude. Congrats, Micah. Micah Frederick. Michael Fusiek. Gabriel Mercer Gallego, magna cum laude. Nathan Giardina. Emily Gibbs. Tiara Gonzalez. Leah Hamilton. Chris Haylock. Casey Howard. LaShawn Hutchinson. Kayla Jackson. Sydney Jenson, cum laude. Jacoby Jimerson. Katerina Kalastratva. Spencer Kane. Hala Khatum, summa cum laude. Breland Keller. Grant Kemp, magna cum laude. Braden Klutz. William Lacaze. Lee. Men Lee. Ruya Lee, summa cum laude. Pei Lin. Cannon Lyon. Asan Lodi, summa cum laude. Kaylin Love. Gilberto Martinez. Darian Mason. Cody McCollister. Glenn Michael, cum laude. Zion Morris. Lamont Morris Jr. Bridget Murillo, cum laude. Jacqueline Noredo. Jimmy No. Tram Win. Caleb Nides. Riley Niles. Richard Norman. Michelle Ortiz. Natalia Ortiz Leveyan, magna cum laude. Lean Otum, cum laude. Adrian Padilla. Nadalyn Paredes. Emily Peterson, magna cum laude. Kawana Prout Rogers. Tony Fan. Marco Pineda, cum laude. Naj Poplin. May Khatum, cum laude. Anaya Renee. Simon Russell. Simeon Russell. Sami Sada. Kami Sabio. Mohammed Sajad, magna cum laude. Ashley Salazar. Olivia Salgado, summa cum laude. Caleb Schulman. Alexis Ciano. Sebastian Silva. Ayush Shah. Madison Shine. Skylar Smith, cum laude. Maria Sobral Nunes, summa cum laude. Summer Stevens, cum laude. Adele Strong. Cole Severson, cum laude. Ismail Tabrain. Ni Fan, cum laude. Alfred Talabi. Tajalier Thomas. Ivy Straka. Adriana Thompson. Kevin Tran. Abigail Truitt, magna cum laude. Talea Turner. Abril Espino. April. Lenora Wallace. Tom Watson. Jason Wetzel. Travis Whitehead Jr. Carly Wilcox. NZ Zoo, magna cum laude. Henry Kerner. School of Interdisciplinary Studies, Velma Iola. Victor Atkins. Dantes Banks. Michael Bankston. Gabriella Borelli. Shania Brown. Connor Chapolis. Tiffany Conradi, magna cum laude. Andre Cook, cum laude. Jack Daly, diploma presented by his aunt, Andrea Clore, Assistant Dean of the Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration. Michaela Dantzler. Alexis Duvio. Carson Evans, cum laude. Nicholas Favre. Catherine Garcia. Lacey Gobert. Miles Green. Zaria Hawkins. Colin Husser. Amy Johnson, magna cum laude. Ansel Jordan II. Katerina Korondova Aaronworth, summa cum laude. Janae Lange. Cameron LeBlanc. Maisie Lemoyne, cum laude. Jade Lewis. Charlotte Mathis Dawley. Jordan Matthews. Ibrahim Murad. Shania Mushor. Gerard Nance. John Perez. Akir Scales, cum laude. Connor Savin. Julia Tanner Sherman. Trey Usay. Edwina Franklin. Amy Yildizla, summa cum laude. Stephanie Yoakum Bose.
right. Graduates, on behalf of everyone present, we congratulate you on your accomplishments. Now, there is just one remaining tradition for us to address. The tassel is worn to the right and is moved to the left to symbolize a student's transition from candidate to graduate. So, with the vocal support of the audience, please move your tassel and let's all congratulate our graduates. Okay, so now that you are graduates, it's really, really important that you maintain your relationship with your alma mater. And it is now my huge pleasure to introduce Mr. Michael D. Jackson, President of the UNO Alumni Association Board of Directors, to offer his congratulations to you.
All right, what a crowd. And congratulations. Congratulations, privateers. I'll be brief as I'm sure you're ready to celebrate. I'm Mike Jackson, President of UNO Alumni Association and a proud UNO graduate. This is my second year as Alumni Association President, and I could not be more proud to address you this morning as we bring a close to your graduation ceremony. I want to officially welcome you to the Alumni Association. You're joining a prestigious group of more than 80,000 alumni. UNO alumni are innovators, entrepreneurs, researchers, and leaders in their field and in the United States and around the world. Your graduation comes at a meaningful time in this university's history. As the University of New Orleans transitions to the LSU New Orleans, you can carry forward the spirit and culture that defines this space. You also help shape what comes next. I implore you to stay connected to the university. Many of you have attended Alumni Association events, participated in mentoring and resume reviews. You are now part of the alumni that have helped volunteer their time, put on those events, and support you during your journey to accomplish what you've done today. I want to be very clear. We need you. Your connection to your alma mater links you to those who came before you and those who will follow. We invite you to stay engaged to your alma mater, to each other, and give back your time, expertise, and financial support to ensure that future generations have the same opportunities that we had here at UNO. We'd also like to see you show support to UNO-owned businesses, attend privateer athletics games, and keep us posted on your careers and accomplishments. Wherever your path leads, we will remain connected by a shared sense of place, purpose, and possibility. Always privateer proud. That's right. All right, we're almost done. The card your pen is on gives you information on Alumni Association membership. Join via registering on the UNO Matrix. There you can stay connected, seek or provide mentorship or networking, stay informed on all the latest news from UNO, as well as accessing your alumni benefits. And if you aren't already doing so, follow us on social media for all the people, stories, and moments that define privateers. I look forward to seeing you there. So again, congratulations on this huge accomplishment. We know that your fellow alumni are always here for you, and we can't wait to see what happens next for you. You may now put on your pens. Everyone, one last time, let's give a huge round of applause to all these graduates. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. I want to thank the Platform Party and the faculty and staff of the University of New Orleans for their participation in the ceremony this morning. A word of thanks is also due to the numerous departments: university events, the registrar's office, university marketing, university college, advancement, student ambassadors, and other individuals who have worked hours and hours to make this occasion a success. It is now my pleasure again to call on Ms. Hoffpower, Mr. Lockhart, and Ms. Miley, to sing the alma mater. The words to the alma mater can be found in your program, and I would ask everyone to please stand. Thank you so much. That was lovely. So at this time, I would like to ask everyone to remain in their seats until the platform party and the graduates have recessed from the arena. Thank you for all that you do, and again, congratulations, privateers.